Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to review some trades. Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. We're going to go over the last 4 trading days worth of trades that I sent out to our signals group. I'm going to show you the wins. I'm going to also show you the losses because they do happen. Some of them were pretty good trades. Some of them were a couple of mistakes on my part, but I'll show that to you guys. This is Friday the 15th. Friday the 15th. So we have a vector liquidity here. This is kind of a unique area because price bought here, sellers took control, took out the buyers, so orders get transferred here. We pull back, we break. This creates this as vector liquidity, which is my system. All I need is something to show us that this level is holding. So we had some news release at like 5:30. So this is something I found that works really well for GU is these induced wicks. If they're created by news and they are induced by the next candle without hitting 50%, they produce a really good reaction. So at this point, you can kind of see price made a low, pulled back, made a low, and now we anticipate a pullback and for it to make another low, which is essentially build up. So this was Friday's trade. If this level doesn't get invalidated, I just need price to give me a reason to sell. And this is enough of a reason. Cover this, do like a pip and a half back. So this was the good trade on Friday. Being completely transparent, I took a sell in here that ended up stopping me out. So there was a loss on this pair that day as well. I did the same thing on Euro. I took both trades on Euro. However, Euro didn't go as nice as GU. We'll just go look at it in a sec here. So this was kind of the day on GU. Pretty straightforward, slow price action. Liquidity's built up. So you can kind of see how price pre-built liquidity to take liquidity, built liquidity again to take this level out. So this is what's called as liquidity equilibrium. You need an equal amount of liquidity to take out that level of liquidity. Therefore, price builds and creates really slow price action. So super simple trade here. 1 loss, 1 win. I won't really go too crazy on Euro, but I'll show you guys what it looked like. And where was it? Friday. So Euro, I had a similar setup. So this was the day. I had a similar setup. I took a loss in here, same as GU. We had the same level of liquidity. On Euro, my re-entry was a bit different because we took out the news high. You can see the buildup created. To me, anything in here would validate a sell. So we get bearish pullback break. That's one of my entry models. Same difference. Take your point of invalidation, cover something decent above. This one, so there's 1 loss prior to this. This one, however, did not run to TP. I ended up closing this trade out here. And the reason I knew to close it out there was DXY had actually taken this point out. So if we look, as soon as DXY, actually hold on, let's do this a little bit easier. We'll just go to DXY. So if we go back to Friday, whoops. If we go back to Friday, so you can kind of see here, and there's your Asia highs. You can see the equals being created. Once these equals got swept here, I just closed Euro out. It ended up being like a 1.5 R, which basically covered my loss and commissions and maybe put me a tiny bit in profit. So it wasn't really an ideal day. And then Monday and Tuesday, I had a couple of mistakes, so let's actually look and see what happened. Alright, so Monday, you guys are gonna laugh at this one. A little far. Where's New York? Alright, so this was a losing day for me because I got greedy. So there was something here on the lower time frame somewhere. Long story short, I usually cover 2 pips above the high on GU. I didn't do it that day. It ended up stopping me out by like 0.3. So I think this was the high I covered. I entered somewhere in here on the 1 minute, and I always cover, like I said, 2 pips above on GU, 2 to 3 pips on GU, usually 1 to 2 pips on Euro, unless the invalidation point is, a lot smaller, kind of like I don't need to cover more. This wasn't that case. My invalidation point was probably well above here. Anyway, long story short, this stopped me out. This ended up running to TP way later though. So yeah, so that one just melted. So this one kind of hurt. That was Monday. Okay. Tuesday, I don't believe I traded GU on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we actually did something similar. So I ended up, I want to say I took something in here. Price ended up breaking me even and basically just kind of going up. I want to say I took 1 loss on GU or Euro. There was 1 loss prior to that. So both Monday and Tuesday ended up being losing days. I think it ended up being like a 3 or 4 hour loss between the 2 days. And then that brings us to today, which is Wednesday. And we can kind of go through today's session. So today, it's actually kind of funny. This is right where I entered. So this was actually my first trade today, a break out of this range. We get a cover this low, cover a little below. To explain this guy here, I'm just gonna clean this up. But yeah, to explain this trade a bit, there's actually, this is my last bullish range. The range is obviously rebalanced. There's a level of liquidity both DXY and Euro hit. You get vectors in, vectors out. And liquidity prints here. Price comes down. Doesn't invalidate the extreme. So, as long as this low holds, I can buy. Also, one of my patterns is if price starts moving sideways at a valid level after taking liquidity out, also realigning with our bullish ranges, I can buy that. Our TP is the high to the left. There's no liquidity left in here. We wiped everything. So that was the first trade idea. This one, let's actually fast forward on. Alright, so this one, yeah, so this guy broke out here. Once price breaks out after going sideways, there's a pretty good chance price is going to run. So scenario 1, if I break this high, I just take this and I cover the minimal amount. Because if this level doesn't hold, price is coming down here and testing this level. And if that's the case, there's no point covering more. So the invalidation point is really small on this guy. This is probably the smallest stop I've had in quite a while. This one did actually come close to my stop, but I use a raw spread broker, so it's good. It's a good thing to have. So again, same thing, price moving sideways. We just need a breakout with the out of the range with a body, and there's our execution, this bullish candle. And in this case, you don't need to cover much. If price takes this out, it's coming down here and it's going to test this. And if that's the case, there's really no point in covering more. So this is one of the few circumstances where I don't cover a pip or two below. Whereas most other circumstances, I'll cover a pip or two below the invalidation point. These two circumstances are pretty special. Price shouldn't really come much below that. If it does, the trade's invalidated. Price shouldn't come below that. If it does, the trade's invalidated. Where in other circumstances, my invalidation point's quite a bit bigger. So on the stack, I just aim for London highs. This was a FOMC day. So we actually took 4 trades today. We won 3. We lost 1. I'll show you guys. So this has been the biggest day I've had in a while. So I closed before FOMC. My bad. So I usually close 5 to 10 minutes before FOMC, regardless of where price is and how many R it is. These two ended up totaling 7R. My stops might be a little off, but these two totaled 7R. Yes, they ended up going to TP had I just held, but the problem with that is that's not trading, that's gambling. Because I've had the same scenario where the candle goes like this, and even though you break even, you still eat slippage. So now, there's no trades for me until Powell speaks. Ultimately, I need to see something fail. So we get vectors, vector liquidity, price respects, vectors pullback break. So I am interested in a buy from anywhere in here, and this is my liquidity. In the event this level doesn't hold and it fails, I will turn around and basically sell it. In the event the sell fails but this low doesn't get taken out, I will wait and basically turn around and buy it. So this was kind of I'm very neutral when it comes to news. Also, I go to the seconds. So this level fails. Long story short, I took this trade here. I don't even know what I covered. Probably 10 pips or something because it's news. The travel room was also there. I would target this well below this low. The travel room was there. There is, I'll show you guys. So seconds are only acceptable on the news. Actually, I don't think it's here. No, that must have been on GU. Okay. Anyways, doesn't matter. Sometimes what the market likes to do is induce people into the wrong side. I knew I was induced when price came back up, took this level out without invalidating this level. So this to me is a valid loss. Price does that ASAP. I want you to look at the change in characteristics. Look at the size of these 15-second candles. Look at the size here. Pullback break. So now you can see we're creating bullish ranges. Basically one more pullback and break, I can take this buy. So this bullish candle, here's my execution. And these are the types of trades you don't need to cover a lot. Reason being is if price comes lower, it's likely going to take this low out, and in which case I would just take 2 wins and 2 losses and call it a day. I don't like giving all my profits back. So from a targeting perspective, targeting super simple. Same as what I showed you guys before. All our buy orders are getting stacked, sell orders take over, buyers get taken out here. This is the order transfer zone, this is your lit, and you full TP at the lit. So this guy here ended up, so I might have took a little bigger stop because this ended up only being 4R for me. So this was a 1 loss and 1 4R plus 7R. So it ended up being a 10R day. And then I think we had 3 or 4 losses. the previous days, and Friday ended up being like a 2.5 hours. So overall, I think in the last 4 days, we're up, I'd say, roughly 10, 11 hours, something. Maybe probably about 12 or 13, actually. So pretty good stretch overall. Probably could have did a bit better on some of the GU stuff. Like, this is kind of inexcusable. Because this guy here, if I'm going to be honest, my invalidation point is this high. And when my invalidation point's that high, I should be covering 2 pips above. I know better. I probably just got greedy. So this didn't have to be a loss. But anyways. But yeah, all our trades were sent out to the signals group. They've been catching all these trades, same as me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next video.